Happy Sunday, my lovelies. I have been wanting to do a video like this for such a long time and now I finally can. Do you have to burp in the background? Marvin and I are home alone today, but also I have a Sunday off, which I feel like never happens. Sundays are my all-time favourite day of the week. I just love everything about them. I feel a lot of pressure on a Friday and a Saturday to be like young and going out and things like that, even though I'm not really that type of person anymore. So on a Sunday I can just stay inside, read, eat, play The Sims, and I don't have to feel guilty about it because that is what Sundays are for. So we're gonna do a little like cozy Sunday reading vlog, cozy Sunday day in my life, except it won't be that cozy because the weather's decided to be sunny, even though it clearly hasn't heard that I am ready for autumn now. So the plan of action today is to read Weather Girl. I am 138 pages into it. It is a 330 page book. I have a decent amount of progress to make, but as I said, we have the whole day. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to get Weather Girl finished today. And then I would also like to start Wolf by Wolf by Ryan Graudin. This is an alternative history fantasy where the Nazis win the war, but I think there's also werewolves involved. I've heard really good things about this book. It was actually sent to me. I'm very excited to get into this one. And yeah, that is kind of the plan for today. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to read because, as I said, like Sundays are supposed to be cozy and relaxing. So I just want to finish Weather Girl, see where the day takes me. If I make good progress on Wolf by Wolf, then I do. If not, it's what the rest of the week is for. We'll be fine. It's all good. So if you guys like the sound of this video and you would like to stick around and see more, then do please feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below and stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, so there is no shortage of bookish content here for you to enjoy. And without further ado, I'm going to start the day off with a lovely cozy bath with a candle and some bubble bath and doing some reading, and I'm going to finally wash my hair and then I'm going to tidy my room so that we start the week on a very positive, productive note. So I'm on like page 230 of this book so far and my camera's crooked. So yes, I'm on page like 230 or so of this book. I am enjoying it. It has a very diverse like range of characters, and like mostly what I like about this book is how normal our characters feel. We've had like one slightly spicy scene, and what I've enjoyed most about it is, you know, you don't have a guy with like a super chiseled stomach who towers over her and stuff like that, but they are so like attracted to each other, and that attraction still comes through in a very spicy, like sexy way on the page, but they are just very normal looking people, and I quite like that. I think it's good to have that kind of representation in a book, and it really took me by surprise to read a book that doesn't have like ridiculously like supermodel-esque people as the main characters. It just has very normal people who are still very attractive but probably don't have Victoria's Secret bodies. It's just a very solid, like fun read. I was expecting the plot line of them like trying to get their bosses together would be like a bit more central to the story, but I'm actually quite happy that Russell and Ari, I'm very happy that they kind of like have a relationship anyway, and that the relationship seems to be building both as a result but also outside of the scheme that they have to get their bosses together. It doesn't quite feel like Set It Up, the Netflix movie, which is what I was worried it would feel like. And don't get me wrong, I love that movie, but I'm very happy to like read a book that's different to that. And the book deals so much with our main character Ari's depression and her not feeling like she can't, but being doubtful of when to communicate that she is depressed and goes to therapy and takes medication, and like how to bring that up when she's dating. And that's like a bit of a central, not really conflict, but discussion in the book. And then also our main character Russell has a daughter, so it's interesting to kind of see this dynamic play out of like how they're learning to fit into each other's lives and actually communicate with each other. And Russell is an adult now with a 12-year-old daughter, but he did have his daughter when he was 17, so it's very interesting to read a book that has like a teen pregnancy trope but from an adult perspective, like a later in life teen pregnancy type of thing. It's just a different way of reading it. I feel like any books that deal with teen pregnancy never deal with the characters who are then in their 20s and dating with children. I'm enjoying this book immensely actually. I don't think I will have any issues finishing it today. I feel like I'm honestly like just gonna sit down and read it in one sitting. I just like all of the characters in this book. There isn't really any character that I dislike, and I'm actually really intrigued to see what the third act conflict or the second act conflict, I never know what it's called. I'm very intrigued to see like what that is going to be. I can't predict it. Normally I'm very good at predicting what they're going to be, but no idea in this book. It's taking me by surprise. They've gotten together earlier than I thought they would. As I said, I thought that setting up their bosses would take up more of the book than it has, and thus I no longer know where it's going. So yeah, my plan for today really is to just lounge. The temperature keeps going from very warm to quite chilly, so I'm going backwards and forth on whether I'm wearing a jumper or not. So yeah, my makeup's on now and I'm just gonna get straight back into bed, I think. I have finished Weather Girl. It is only 1:45 as well, so much time left in the day. And this is so cute. As far as romances go, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's like my all-time favourite romance or anything like that. The romance elements of this book are not my like favourite, you know, like I'm never going to pick up this book because I'm like the romance and like the spice between Ari and Russell is like the best I've ever read. Like I'm probably not going to go to this book for that, but for just wholesome depression, this book has it. The character growth in this book is just amazing, and I saw so much of myself in this main character, and I think anyone who has struggled with mental health will see so much of themselves in these characters. And I just love the fact that there was never any way of looking at it as like Ari's depression was going to ever get any better. I loved the fact that it was kind of looked at as this lifelong illness that you manage, and I loved the fact that so much of Ari's difficulties and conflicts and struggles were about like trusting her own brain. And yeah, just anyone who's ever struggled with mental health, I think you'll really enjoy the representation in this book, and also just yeah, different religious representations in this book. Our main characters are Jewish, and Russell has previously been in a relationship with someone who wasn't Jewish and has a daughter with her, and it's about him managing that aspect of his religion. There's just so much to love about this book, and so whilst it's not my favourite romance in the world, I'm still super happy that I read it, and just representation wise it's just got me grinning from ear to ear. I definitely would recommend. It's just cheesy and light-hearted. It deals with some like really personal topics. I feel like the story is a very personal one for our author, and I know that for me it felt quite personal. I've never been quiet about my mental health struggles, and so it just really brought like happy, wholesome tears when I got to the end of this book. Like I just loved the way that it played out. I love the structure of the book too. I really liked the fact that this like second act conflict was not that much of a conflict and was just more about Ari's brain getting to her, and it was very easily resolved. And I just love the fact that it was nothing too dramatic. Like it was just wholesome Sunday reading, and I'm gonna like genuinely like I'm tearing up, not even because like the book is sad or that cutesy or anything like that. It was just so wholesome. So I think I'm going to play The Sims now for a couple hours, and then I will go into Wolf by Wolf a bit later, because I don't just want to jump from a wholesome romance book to alternative history where the Nazis win the war. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That was a very good sim sesh. We have a Marvin joining us. My parents have gone away for the day. They're just on a little day trip. But poor Marvin has not stopped crying. It's been hours. But he's got his broccoli toy now. See? So he's chilled out a little bit. But yeah, I've been doing a new legacy challenge. So I have had the first heir. First heir is a child now, and my OG sim has just gotten married to a woman she's been dating for a little while. So I'm trying to diversify my gameplay a little bit, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. But now at 3 o'clock I'm going to start Wolf by Ryan Graudin. My boyfriend will be finishing work like right now basically, so he's going to come over. We're going to have like a Sunday lunch together and just a chill evening. I'll let you know how the start of Wolf by Wolf is. I am about 70 pages into Wolf by Wolf. It's a historical fantasy, so it's not really my like typical vibe, but I'm actually enjoying it. Or it's not like blowing me away right now, but it is a book that I could see myself like reading and finishing, so that's, you know, not a bad thing. And I definitely don't mind it, so that's good. I don't really have many thoughts right now. Hello. Ow! He's standing on me. You are on top of me. Yeah, so I don't have many thoughts on the book right now because I've only read 70 pages. But I am enjoying it. I do feel like I could finish it. It's just like it's very heavy content that's written in a very light way. If that makes any sense at all. Like obviously anything to do with Nazi Germany and the Holocaust and that kind of historical fantasy is going to naturally deal with heavy topics, but it feels light. I don't know how to say this without it sounding like a bad thing. Basically, I'm just enjoying the tone of the book. And now I think I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I've only read 70 pages, but my brain's just not in it, so I'm gonna probably eat, just chill out for a bit, come back to this tonight, because it is just my dream Sunday. I am having such a good day, so let's not force myself to read. You know, I've already finished a book today. I don't have to be doing like a 24-hour readathon, which I think is kind of in my head that I need to do, but I don't. I've read a book today. I can chill now. And so that is the end of another reading vlog. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I did end up reading about 100 pages of Wolf by Wolf like in total in the end. I'm still really unsure what to think of it. I don't know, I've been on such a Sims high lately with starting a new legacy challenge that I haven't been too tempted to pick it up. Can't say I really blame that on the book though, but this was just like the coziest, best Sunday I ever could have asked for, and clearly what I needed was just a very chilled out, relaxing day, because I slept the most I have slept in like 2 weeks, so I just needed that day of like chill in order to finally get some sleep, so that was nice. If you guys like reading vlogs and you would specifically like to see more kind of cozy style or just like day in the lifestyle reading vlogs, then do please let me know down in the comment section, and feel free to hit that big red subscribe button. I think it's there. I hope so. So yeah, do feel free to subscribe for bookish content every Wednesday and every Friday without fail, except the weeks when I do fail. And if you guys would like to see more of what I'm reading and how I'm reviewing it, then do please feel free to check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Page and Chapter. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this vlog. Do feel free to have a little chat about some books. I would love to join in, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, you're enjoying everything that you are reading, and there are no reading slumps in your future. And I will see you on Friday for my next video. Bye guys.